Hello and welcome to Cannon County High School Algebra 2. This is another in our series of videos designed to help those of you doing some makeup work for third quarter to bring your grade up to passing. Today we are looking at how to do IXL R.9. So Mr. Lyon, I'm going to have you supervise from right here. Thank you very much. R9, here we go. R9 has to do with the product property. This one is pretty quick. The product property, you know, because we talked about this over and over again in class, a logarithm is an exponent. We talked about that over and over. And you know that when you take two things with the same base and multiply them together, you add their exponents. For instance, 2 to the second power times 2 to the third power. Well, that would be 2 to the 2 plus 3 power. If you multiply two things together with the same base, you add their exponents. So that would equal 2 to the 5th power. 2 to the 5th power is 32. 2 to the second power is 4. 2 to the third power is 8. 2 to the 5th power is 32. If you multiply together two things with the same base, you add their exponents. And since a logarithm is an exponent, we come up with what's called the product property. And that basically says that the log base b of x times y is equal to the log base b of x plus the log base b of y. Since these logs are exponents, you add exponents together whenever you multiply two things together that have the same base. So what will the IXL look like? Let's try a couple. This one says the log of WV. Notice that the base on this one is base 10. This is a common logarithm since you know it's base 10 because there's no number here. There's a little invisible 10 there. But since we're multiplying two things together with the same base, this looks just like that. So that means you're going to take the log of W plus the log of V. So you'd have the log of W plus the log of V, and that's it. That's what you would type in to the blank on the IXL. Let's try another one. The log of 17x. Well, now the only difference is we're multiplying 17 times x. It's the same thing. It's the common log of 17 plus the common log of x. Remember, common log just means base 10. And you're done. What if they ask you to go in the opposite direction? What if they give you two things already being added together and they ask you to write that as a single logarithm? So in other words, they're giving you the answer, they want you to tell what the problem was. Well, that means this one would be the log of 2 times 6. But of course you wouldn't leave it as 2 times 6, you would write it as the log of 12, because 2 times 6 is 12. And so the final answer is the log of 12. What if they use a base other than 10? Well, that's okay. Just like the previous problem, we've got two logarithms that are being added together. They want us to write this as a single logarithm. So this would be the log base 3, because that's the base of each one of these, log base 3 of 9 times 3, which of course you would not leave as 9 times 3. You would write that as the log base 3 of 27. Let's try one more. The log base 9 of 13z. Well, this time they've given us a single logarithm. Let's write it using the product property. So that would be the log base 9 of 13 plus the log base 9 of z. So that's the product property. A log is an exponent. When you multiply two things with the same base, you add their exponents. I took these examples right from IXL R.9, so use this to help you, and tomorrow we will be doing the product property. So I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.